Hello everyone, this is Kim and thanks for joining us for another episode of SmartFox TV. I hope that you enjoy, and if you'd like to see more of our videos and see when new ones come out, please subscribe to our channel.
Hello everyone, I hope your weekend went well. Last week, NASA successfully landed Perseverance, a multi-million-dollar rover on the surface of Mars. And the team that brought Perseverance from Earth to Mars, which represents nearly every walk of humanity, reminds us of how far we've come. It wasn't long ago that the exploration of space was still limited to a specific set of people. So as we wrap up February for my last segment, I felt it fitting to look back at the pioneers, specifically one African-American pioneer who helped and continues to help shape NASA as the multicultural science-based organization that it is today. While not officially the first African-American in space, Ed Dwight is known to be the first candidate for the fledgling space program. He lived during a violent time in the center of segregation and Jim Crow, and despite the country being embroiled in racial divides, he managed to finish a degree in engineering and eventually became a pilot in the Air Force. This was also the beginning of the space race, and the president at the time, President Kennedy, knew that bolstering our space presence would be vital. Kennedy also saw opportunity. Having a black astronaut would be a way to inspire some level of opportunity for African Americans in the country, and as such, he and his administration took interest in Dwight, as did the public, often in a negative way. Dwight was one of 26 applicants to the program, and the only African American one. However, despite pressure from the government, he was not chosen for the final group of astronauts and thus never officially made it to space. There are lingering questions as to why he never made it, as his track record and ability more than qualified him for the role, but the racial divides of the time are likely at least one reason. With Kennedy's assassination, the drive to put an African American in space sort of stalled, and it wouldn't be until 1983 with Dr. Guion Bluford finally reaching space aboard Challenger. But we can't forget the trailblazer who helped bridge the divide, so thank you, Ed Dwight. After Bluford, NASA would begin to see a string of African American astronauts. From Ronald McNair, who tragically died in the Challenger disaster, to Mae Jemison, who would become the first African-American woman in space in 1992, to Victor Glover, the first African-American on the International Space Station during a mission. In total, there have been 14 African-Americans in space since Ed Dwight, across many more missions, and this doesn't include the many who worked for the space program, just not as astronauts specifically. So, in the end, as we gaze and wonder at all the images and discoveries yet to be made by Perseverance, remember those who put the effort in to build the NASA that we see today. Perseverance is true to its name. I'm Chris Yates, and thank you for watching.
Which NBA team has the most wins in a single season? The Golden State Warriors, Chicago Bulls, or the Los Angeles Lakers?
Morning, SmartFox TV viewers. We're going to talk about something that's been happening last week. As you may know, Texas faced a harsh winter storm that left 4 million people without power, with electricity blackouts happening for over a day in some cases. The wells froze and water mains broke, which limited drinking water for many people. Texans were advised to keep boiling water throughout this weekend. While people are deciding who or what to blame for this catastrophe, there is still some good news in the midst of all the bad. Chelsea Timmons was delivering her last set of groceries to clients when her car got stuck on a slippery slope. She ended up sliding into a garden and was not able to get her AAA service to help her move her car. Luckily for her, Nina Richardson and Doug Condon opened up their home to her to keep her warm as the weather was making a turn for the worse. Over dinner, they learned that Chelsea aspired to open her own bakery one day, and she ended up baking the couple a gluten-free coconut cake. She slept in their space for 5 days and even befriended their dog. Chelsea shared that during her stay, she learned that her apartment lost power and water, and her family was without electricity for several days. Looking back, she was very thankful that this couple opened up their home her and made her a part of their family for a few days. With broken and frozen pipelines from the harsh winter storm, Texas is currently facing a shortage of plumbers. Thankfully, Governor Abbott is increasing that number by making it easier for plumbers out of state or those with expired licenses to come in and lend a hand. He has stated that 320 plumbers have already renewed licenses as of last Friday, and the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners is helping out-of-state plumbing companies get their workers into Texas. According to one of these plumbers, he had been running around homes fixing the damages nonstop. From what he's seen, some homes had to be completely repiped due to the extent of the damage. He has reported that plumbing supplies are currently low, and leaders of plumbing organizations are estimating that the repair work from the winter storm will take a few months to complete. Let's keep Texas in our thoughts and consider ways to help them from afar as they continue to ride out this winter storm. Thanks for joining us for a news segment today.
NBA team with the most wins in a single season is the Golden State Warriors. In 2016, the Warriors won 73 games, beating the 1996 Bulls with 72 wins. Thanks for playing Sports Trivia Monday.
Thanks for watching SmartFox TV. I'm Chris Yates.
I'm Kim.
I'm Sally.
I'm Tracy.
Until next time, stay
Stay
foxy.
foxy.